We're the hooligans, rebels with a cause, defying the chains of tyrannical laws. They try to silence us, shut down our voice, but we rise like warriors, we ain't got no choice. From the streets to the shadows, where hunted we flee, building our fortress where the brave run free. Hooligans alley, our stronghold, our flame, a spark in the dark where we stake our claim. Hooligans, stand tall, where the warriors breed, fighting for freedom, planting rebel seeds. In the face of death, we'll never bow down. Hooligans alley, we hold our ground. Captain Jeff Mac with the hooligan brand, battle gear blazing, he's taking command. With a heart full of fire and a will made of steel, he leads us to battle, makes the tyrants kneel. They block every platform, they censor our cries, but we shout even louder, let truth pierce the skies. In the alley we gather, our spirits won't break. For the soul of the free, there's too much at stake. Hooligans, stand tall, where the warriors breed, fighting for freedom, planting rebel seeds. In the face of death, we'll never bow down. Hooligans alley, we hold our ground. Through the smoke and the fire, we carve our way. With the hooligan banner, we seize the day. They can chase us, erase us, but we'll never fall. Captain Jeff's got our backs, we'll answer the call. From the ashes we rise, with the ashes we declare. Every scar that we bear is a roar and a grin. Every style leading free till the fight we began. Our fortress, our freedom forever free. Fortune and we'll forever bleed. Hooligans, stand tall, where the warriors breed, fighting for freedom, planting rebel seeds.
What is up, hooligans, and happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. We're going to read through the schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats. So let me know how you hooligans are doing today. Then, of course, we'll be getting things started. I just remembered something. There we go. We're going to be starting out with this first video titled Doctors Speak Out About Tylenol Claims. We're going to actually play this as a doubly. We got two videos here. Second one is there are pregnant people on, I don't know why I said pregnant people. There are pregnant women on TikTok taking Tylenol just to spite Trump. We all knew that was going to happen, and, well, they're doing it. Then we got a video titled New California Law Requires Insurers to Cover COVID-19 Vaccines, which is kind of bullshit. I don't know how they can do that, but we'll see. Then we got a video titled Emotional Jimmy Kimmel Returns to ABC a Week After Suspension for Charlie Kirk Comments. We already knew that he was coming back. This is people acting like this is a win for free speech and a bunch of nonsense. It's a bunch of nonsense. That's what it is. Then we got a video titled Reborn Babies Grow in Popularity. This shit scares the fuck out of me. Apparently they've been doing this for years, but there's people like pretending baby dolls are like real babies, like even taking them to the store and like putting them in car seats. Like, it's weird to me. I don't know, and they refer to it as like therapy and shit. So I don't know, it scares the hell out of me. Then we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. Today it was provided by Tiger Jaw, and it's titled Time to Pump It Up. Then getting back into the news, we got a video titled Man Who Represented Himself Found Guilty of Trying to Assassinate President Trump at the Florida golf course. This is about Ryan Root trying to stab himself in the neck when he was sentenced. We know he's guilty and all that stuff, but got some details on him stabbing himself in the neck. Then we got an interesting video titled Sim Farm Bust Near UN Posed Major Threat to New York City Cell Towers. This is kind of a confusing video, and for some reason they really want the public to know what sim farms are. It's very weird. It's a very weird video. Then we got a video titled Deadly ICE Facility Shooting in Dallas. This video is got a lot of details in it, but what's really weird is they're kind of like sweeping this under the rug. Like, there's not as many people talking about this as you would think. It's all over X, but if you're not on X, nobody else is really talking about this, and I think it's really weird because it's a big deal. Then for the last little bit of the news, we got lefties losing it, and today it's titled Casual Democracy Denying in Arizona. Of course, that's going to be a plethora of lefties losing their marbles. Then we'll be getting into the fun stuff. We have an unboxing today. We got a doubly unboxing. I think the one is from Hair Juicer and the other one's from Matt Rogers. I just got back from the post office not that long ago. You see this red mark on my face? You think the kissing bug got me? I'm worried about it. I don't know. Fucking bugs. I'm so sick of them. Anyways, like I said, we got a doubly unboxing that I'm excited to do, and then we will be opening today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Beck Frank. And we got our 2 funny videos of the day. First one was provided by Gingerfire, and it's titled Charlie Kirk's Reaction to South Park. That's a pretty funny video. And then I provided our official funny video of the day, and it's titled Fucking Cat. That's what they should have been called. Their official name should be Fucking Cats. Anyways, all of that's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat and see how you hooligans are doing today. What is up, everyone over on jeffmaclive.com. What's up, Russell? What's up, Guess'em J? What's up, Turbo? What's up, Matt Rogers? What's up, Salty Ragu? What's up, Simply Witchy? And what's up, Snooks? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being on the website. And what is up, everyone over on Rumble? Beck Frank, you were first today. Happy freedom to you, and I appreciate you racing in the chat, Beck Frank. What's up, Mr. Satan? What's up, Dutton? What's up, Boosted Flames? Happy freedom to you. Guess you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. Let me see. What's up, Colty? What's up, Ramsey? Salt Ragu, you are omnipresent. Appreciate all of you hooligans. What's up, Elisa? Happy freedom to you, if I can get you already. What's up, Mary Todd? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Spicy K? Happy freedom. What's up, 1776? Happy freedom to you. You hooligans, hit that like button. See if you can get us on the front page of Rumble. And what is up, everyone over on Kick? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. And what is up, everyone over on Twitch? Matt Rogers, you are truly omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Starn? Happy freedom to you. Let me see. What's up, Southern Eagleman? Happy freedom to you. And what is up, everyone over on the Goof Tube? Mr. Satan, you were first over here. Matt Rogers, you are truly omnipresent. What's up, Sky? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Agent O? Happy freedom to you. What's up, DB Cooper? What's up, Christine? Happy freedom. What's up, Shannon? What's up, Toy Mafia? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Andrew? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Nick? Happy freedom. What's up, Shanti? Appreciate you being here. Let me see. Andrew, happy freedom to you. What's your name? All right, we'll go with 11. Happy freedom to you, 11. What's up, Rob TV? Happy freedom to you. You hooligans are welcome to hit that like button over on the commie platform as well. What's up, Mr. Lynn? Happy freedom. And we do not have the chat over on X because for some reason when I multi-stream, the entire live dies. So we're doing X through Rumble Studio, which means we don't have a chat over there. And nobody really chats over there anyway, so I don't think it's that big of a loss. Either way, let's go ahead and get into things. Like I said, we're going to be starting with a doubly. It's just lefties being stupid. It's like we're beginning and ending with lefties losing it. First video is titled Doctors Speak Out About Tylenol Claims. We already knew that this was going to have blowback. It's going to be people squawking about the Tylenol announcement. And then the second video in the doubly is there's pregnant women. I don't know why I wrote people. Pregnant women on TikTok taking Tylenol just to spite Trump. We're going to get this stuff pulled up real quick. And yes, we were having technical problems. I had to start the live like 3 or 4 times. I don't know what happened. Everything's been fine all day. And then I went to go live and everything took a shit. Hopefully we'll be okay throughout the rest of the live though. Either way, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, that we have these Hooligan Strong t-shirts. Now, I know I told you guys we're going to have a new design coming out, and we do have it all ready, but I'm trying to open up a new merch store. And the last time I did that, I lost $165 or something like that because there wasn't something set up correctly in the store, and I made it go live, and people bought merch, and the shipping didn't work. And I had to pay for the shipping for everybody who bought shit, and then that really hurt me. And so I'm trying to prevent that from happening, and it's causing the new merch store to take forever, and that's why you haven't seen the new design yet, but don't you worry, it is coming. Until then, we have these Hooligan Strong t-shirts. Now, this design was created by Alistair, and Alistair is a badass in just about everything he does, so I will be posting his link in all of the chats for you hooligans to have the opportunity to hire him for your creative needs, because if you think it, he can create it. Now, this design does come in shirts for men, shirts for women, tank tops for men, tank tops for women, Pullover hoodies, zipper hoodies, coffee mugs, dog tags, and we've made steel tumblers out of this design. Today I got on the Stars and Stripes hooligan badge. We got lots of items and lots of designs over in the merch store. I'll be dropping all the links in the chats while we're watching this first video.
Should they take it or avoid it? Even though the makers of Tylenol say it's safe, pregnant women across the country are facing a real dilemma after yesterday's announcement from the Trump administration that it can lead to autism. Allison Hall reports.
Expectant moms across the country are expressing frustration and confusion after President Trump warned pregnant women to avoid Tylenol.
Don't take Tylenol. Don't take it.
It was a bit bewildering.
The nation's top TV doctors tried to calm everyone down.
It's not as simple as don't take Tylenol, I think, as we heard the president say. And women really should be speaking to their doctors at this point.
It is the safest alternative in terms of lowering fever and lowering pain. It's safer than aspirin or ibuprofen, which can cause problems during pregnancy.
These pregnant women teach Fit for Mom exercise classes in LA.
Are you afraid now, taking Tylenol, being pregnant?
No, I talked to my husband about it. You know, we're both on the same page that what our doctor recommends is what we'll follow. But yeah, I'm really not worried about it.
Ella Steiner is expecting her third child in 2 weeks.
Does it give you concern when you hear the president saying don't take Tylenol?
Obviously it does.
Blair Smith is 8 months pregnant with her first child.
Have you had to take it while you're pregnant?
Only a few times, like from back pain and stuff like that, but not a ton of it, thankfully.
If you were to come down with a fever tonight, would you have any hesitation about taking Tylenol?
No.
Tara Stutzman, who lives in Mamaroneck, New York, is a mom of 2 sons. 13-year-old Finn has autism.
I took Tylenol with both of my pregnancies. I have one son who's on the spectrum and one who isn't. It had everything to do with, genetics or parent age, all of the things that the science is telling us. I do not think Tylenol usage had anything to do with my son's autism.
Okay, so obviously lots of controversy there over Tylenol. We knew that was going to happen, especially how much President Trump was emphasizing, like, don't take it, don't ever take it again, forget that you even knew about Tylenol. What the hell is this? Interesting. So I was going to show a video of this girl who was intentionally taking Tylenol just to spite President Trump. That was what she was doing. She was like making videos downing Tylenol while gigantically pregnant, saying fuck you Trump, and apparently they made their account private, or maybe they got banned, I don't know, but they took the video down, which is hilarious. I was gonna show you guys these bad moms out here, but I guess they don't want the world to see how terrible they are. Oh well, fuck them, we all know what's going on. Either way, next up we got new California law requires insurers to cover COVID-19 vaccines. And I think this is hilarious because they are forcing insurance companies to cover the COVID-19 vaccines whether you need it or not. But they couldn't force insurers to take care of people whose houses burned down in the Palisades fire. That's hilarious to me. I don't know, more reasons to move out of California. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about all this controversy over Tylenol. And, well, I wasn't able to show you this super huge pregnant woman that thought Tylenol was like Skittles. Oh, well, either way, hopping in the chat. Guess, have you had to take it since you became pregnant? Her, yes, in the butt. Husband is weird about that. Funny, because that's exactly what I was thinking when they said that. So have you been taking it while pregnant? And I was like, yo, I bet she's been taking it while she's pregnant. Great minds. Salty Ragu, Trump needs to tell women not to sleep with me. Is that how it works, Salty Ragu? I don't know. If he said the air was good for you, we'd lose lefties left and right. Russell, I'm not pregnant, so I'm good. Yeah, I was looking at the Tylenol in my cabinet and started getting all concerned. I was like, oh yeah, thank God I ain't got a uterus or anything. I think it'll be okay. Guess I'm packing today. Holy. We're gonna have to get you a holster, buddy. What's up, Jay Spray? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Hooligans Island? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Bill Clay? Happy freedom. What's up, My Feed? What's up, Johnny Ride? Happy freedom, you hooligans. My Feed, my son had brain surgery when young and the doctor said no Tylenol at all ever. Interesting, my feed. I've never heard anybody like not being able to take Tylenol. I think older people can't take it. I've heard of people not being able to take aspirin because of blood thinners, but not Tylenol. What's up, Red Gaming? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Obnoxious Scott? Happy freedom to you. Obnoxious Scott, Hyena Harris wants to show us her vajayjay. No, I'm good on that. I don't need those problems. I have enough trauma. What's up, Grinches bro? Happy freedom. You're out of Rumble prison. Thank goodness. What's up, Freed the Texan? Happy freedom to you. Yeah, Beck Frank, it was your fault. It was all your fault that my internet wasn't working. Yeah, we were tracing it back to Australia. I figured. Matt Rogers, there's videos all over of these idiots slamming whole bottles. Yeah. Overdoses on Tylenols on the rise. They're saying it's Trump's fault. Like, I'm just waiting. What's up, Crazy Times? What's up, Tony Ridge? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Ridge? Happy freedom. What's up, Skulls? What's up, Harold? Happy freedom. What's up, Corey Luca? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Sean? Happy freedom. Christine, I would not take Tylenol or having my kids vaccinated at such a young age because I, one on the spectrum, ADHD, and 3 other health problems plus other learning disabilities. My second child has learning disabilities, and I also took Tylenol during his pregnancy too, plus the many vaccines. Yeah, it does seem like the vaccines cause problems. There's a lot of people that talk about like their kids being pretty normal, and then they get vaccinated, and then weird behavior starts. And then they find out that they have learning disabilities or other mental disabilities and stuff like that. And that's why a lot of people feel that the vaccines, may be causing issues and stuff. And it's interesting that they're bringing it up and they're saying that Tylenol could be causing it. It's a Burger Time. Happy freedom. Yeah, that story with the reborn babies is really crazy. It's coming up. Christine, so I recommend listening to Trump and his scientific findings. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be against getting opinions all the way around. President Trump's not necessarily a medical professional, but they are the ones doing the studies and stuff that CDC is. So I'd be willing to take advice. Well, you guys know. I got that spider bite, and you guys gave me a bunch of recommendations. I take recommendations from all angles and sum it out. My leg is doing a little bit better, by the way. I think the medicine is working. Maybe. I don't know. It's the best it's felt in like a week or two. Either way, moving forward here, like I said, next up we got new California law requires insurers to cover COVID-19 vaccines. Like I said, I think this is kind of hilarious because it's unnecessary, doesn't save anybody, and they sure as hell couldn't do this when the Palisades fires was going on, and I think that's funny. So hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
New state health recommendations say anyone 6 months and older who wants a COVID-19 vaccine should be able to get one. Pregnant women are urged to get COVID, flu, and RSV shots. Dr. Pia Panaraj is an infectious disease specialist at UC San Diego.
Their decision is based on understanding the evidence and listening to the experts.
Governor Gavin Newsom also signed AB 144, letting California rely on independent medical groups instead of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and its Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices for vaccine recommendations. It also requires state-regulated health plans to cover those vaccines. But Panaraj says she's wondering which guidance federal programs will follow in the state.
The people at highest risk are those without private insurance. So those that are dependent on, at least children who are dependent on the Vaccines for Children program, which cover about 50% of our children.
She says vaccine guidance from the CDC's advisory panel meeting this week may create more confusion. Her advice? Listen to your doctor. Heidi DeMarco, KPBS News.
At least children who are...
All right. Well, there's a couple things that I think are funny about this. One, they would never let the Republicans do this stuff. they'd be telling everybody to get out of the state and all this stuff. Your governor's trying to kill you. There's a lot of funny stuff about this story. It's kind of underlining, though. So they're saying trust the science. Getting right back to that. Trust the science. I'm going to trust the experts, she said. The experts is the people who found the answers for those that had the most money to come to the conclusions that they asked for. That's how that works. They're saying that California has a new law requiring insurance companies to cover C-19 vaccines, but they never required insurance companies to cover those people's homes when they were burning down in the Palisades fires. That's a funny thing that happened. Talks about another law that makes it so doctors can follow medical advice from private studies instead of having to take recommendations from the CDC. And that's what I mean. Could you imagine if that was the other way around? If Biden was in office and Trump was advocating from Mar-a-Lago, because that's how it was for the last 4 years, and Trump's like, no, we need to make independent studies and we'll take recommendations from them. We're not going to listen to the CDC anymore. Could you imagine that during the lockdowns? Oh my God, they'd be trying to justify some really bad stuff going Trump's way if he was to suggest anything like that. And they act like this is just normal for California. They're like, yeah, we're going to just make our own recommendations and ignore the CDC. It's kind of shocking after everything they asked for during the lockdowns. I don't know. Next up, we got emotional Jimmy Kimmel returns to ABC a week after suspension for Charlie Kirk comments. We all knew he was coming back, but the lefties are making a huge deal about it, acting like this is a win for free speech because they're too stupid to understand how free speech actually works. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about this new California law here. Matt Rogers. Oh, getting texts from the VA about COVID and flu shots. Yeah, they're advertising that stuff a lot here, like at pharmacies and stuff. They're like, oh, come get all your shots. Get shotted up. What's up, MU? Happy freedom. What's up, Boost of Flames? Happy freedom to you. Hooligans Island, I just take ibuprofen. I really don't try to take medicine. I have Advil if I need to take something, but I don't know if it's better or worse than anything. I hardly take any. I probably take 3 Advil a year, maybe. Done. Maybe we should spread a rumor that Trump's outlawing BJ's. I don't know. We might have to come out with T-shirts. We need to raise awareness. President Trump's trying to take our rights away. It's taking our rights to BJ's away, Make BJ's great again. I don't know. We're going to need T-shirts. Hooligans Island, have you seen Cat Dog's been playing Dying Light, The Beast, which is an awesome game? No, I know he's been excited about the game, but I haven't seen him play yet. What's up, JF? Happy freedom. What's up, Watchman? Happy freedom to you. Watchman, it used to be the pregnant women were not supposed to take anything. Yeah, like you're not supposed to lift anything over 30 pounds, but just go ahead and pound these chemicals. You'd be all right. For the Texan, Trump is Trump is pro-abortion. Well, he's pro the big 3. It's rape, is incest, and life of the mother. Those are the 3 reasons that he believes are good enough for a mother to go through that procedure. What's up, Meta? Happy freedom. Holy, thank you so much, Snooks, for that $25 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Snooks. Thank you so much for the support and everything you do for us. Says, I'm proud of you, Jeff. You never give up. Love my hooligan family. Well, thank you, Snooks. I appreciate it. Thank you. Meta. Oh, apparently Newscom passed new laws. Insurance companies have to back COVID vaccines. And there was something else. Oh, that the doctors in California don't have to take recommendations from the CDC. They can take it from private studies. What's up, Lisa? Happy freedom. What's up, Odd Faith? Happy freedom to you. Harold, we'll get to it. Corey Luca, watch Lorna Shore Glenwood. I'll check it out after the live. Thank you for letting me know, Corey Luca. What's up, Marcy? Happy freedom. Oh, thank you for sharing this out. I really appreciate it. Yeah, Christine, I hear you. Everybody's interested in the reborn babies. It's coming up. That story freaks me out. I guess it's not really breaking news. I don't know. I just was unaware that people were treating baby dolls like real babies. Lisa, F it all. That's my new outlook. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Every once in a while, you got to take a break from shit happens just so you can go find some happiness, because life's about being happy. It's the wealthiest you'll ever be. And it's hard to stumble upon happiness. It's you find it a lot more often if you're trying. I have found out. Either way, moving forward here, like I said, emotional Jimmy Kimmel returns to ABC a week after suspension for Charlie Kirk comments. I knew he was going to come back one way or another. I didn't realize the blue team was going to be worshiping him like he was Christ resurrected. Like, I don't know what they really think this is a win for free speech, and it's stupid. It's too much ass kissing. It's like gaslighting. It's so bad. Either way, before we get into this, I want to remind you hooligans really quick. If you'd like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out, as we're making Saturdays more fun. Let's get this pulled up. It's going to be it's basically propaganda. Like, this is basically propaganda. They're going to be talking about how this is a huge win for Jimmy Kimmel and free speech and for our country and the First Amendment, and oh my God, and it's going to be a whole bunch of that, so brace yourself. Hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
Jimmy Kimmel is back on late night nearly a week after Disney suspended him after an outcry over his comments about the man accused of assassinating Charlie Kirk. In his monologue, Kimmel did not apologize and took jabs at his critics, but he was still off the air in cities where dozens of ABC affiliates refused to run the show. Jonathan Vigliotti has more from Los Angeles.
Greeted by chants and a lengthy standing ovation, it was a triumphant return for late-night host Jimmy Kimmel.
I'm happy to be here tonight with you.
An emotional Kimmel took the stage for the first time since his nearly week-long suspension following comments he made about the assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk.
That it was never my intention to make light of the murder of a young man. I don't think there's anything funny about it.
In his monologue, Kimmel took aim at his critics, saying he felt lucky to live in a country where he could speak freely.
This show is not important. What is important is that we get to live in a country that allows us to have a show like this.
He thanked supporters, including Democrats and Republicans, who united against efforts to censor the comedian.
It takes courage for them to speak out against this administration, and they did, and they deserve credit for it, and thanks.
Two major station groups, Sinclair and Nexstar, said they would not air Kimmel's program on Tuesday. They represent about a quarter of ABC affiliates. Kimmel also slammed FCC Chairman Brendan Carr over his apparent threats to scrutinize ABC because of his show.
In addition to being a direct violation of the First Amendment, is not a particularly intelligent threat to make in public.
He really came out tonight and set a tone that was respectful, a little apologetic, but as irreverent as ever, because that's who Kimmel is.
Entertainment Tonight host Kevin Frazier.
He was tested not only by the network, by the affiliates, but also people in this country who were questioning him. And he stood 2 feet deep in the sand and said, "Here I am."
Kimmel also had a little help from Robert De Niro, who channeled past roles to star as a new mafioso FCC chair.
Speech, it ain't free no more.
What? It's not free no more?
Yeah, we're charging by the word now.
And just before the show aired, President Trump weighed in online, writing, and I quote here, "I can't believe ABC fake news gave Jimmy Kimmel his job back." The White House was told by ABC that the show was canceled. The president then appeared to threaten another lawsuit against ABC, writing, "I think we're going to test ABC out on this." Jonathan Vigliotti, CBS News, Hollywood.
I told you guys, I couldn't put it into words how bad it was, but it was that bad. It's like he was resurrected. They're just cheering him on. You'd think it was Hulk Hogan up there the way they're cheering. Got fake crying from Jimmy Kimmel. He's squeezing what's left of his nutsack to pull out those tears. Over there pretending that this all has to do with free speech, acting like this is a major win for the First Amendment, kissing his ass and making content about it. But it has nothing to do with free speech. Your employer can kick you out. They can end your career or discipline you in some way for things you say. Like it's like that everywhere. Everybody who has a boss has a list of things they're not allowed to say, or they will lose their job. It's a policy issue. It's not a free speech issue. Your job is not the government. Your free speech is against the government. They can't silence you. Your job can. I know it's fucked up, but that's the way it is. Your job and your school can tell you to shut the hell up. They can tell you what you can and can't say. And so this has nothing to do with free speech. This has to do with being a piece of shit and whether or not your business or your school is going to hold you accountable for being a piece of shit. That's what this has to do with. But the Dems can go out there and lie about it all they want to. We know what's actually up. Next up, we got the story apparently all of you guys have been waiting for. This is titled, "Reborn Babies Grow in Popularity." Like I said, this freaks me out, and it's supposed to be therapeutic, and I guess there's people that benefit from this, and maybe they do, and I'll try to not be as harsh as possible about it, but I think it's fucking weird, and it scares me. And a lot of it's because of the AI psychosis that's been going on. Well, people are treating chatbots like it's their girlfriend or their companion or their therapist or whatever the hell. They have AI psychosis. It makes them become in a delusional realm because they believe the AI bot that they're spending too much time with. That's what this reminds me of, but instead of it being a gadget, it's a baby doll. Now, that's just, like I said, maybe I got a biased view. I don't know, but we're getting into it next. First, we're going to hop in the chat. See what you hooligans think about Jimmy Kimmel being worshipped like some resurrected god. Wow, that's crazy, Matt Rogers. What a way to stand on your beliefs, though. Snugs, Kimmel's been neutered. He's a big wuss. Yeah, I think so. Saltarego, wait, the chatbot's not my girlfriend? I mean, it might be your girlfriend, but it shouldn't be your girlfriend. You deserve better, Salty Ragu. Russell, fake tears by a fake man. That's right. What the hell is this, Gassam? Jesus loves us. Look at this shit. Look. Look at it. What the fuck is this? Damn it. The whole leg took the whole legger. Holy, them fucking spiders. And now I feel like they're always touching me. I'm so like hypersensitive to think spiders are crawling on me now. Got PTSD. Trump did it, you know, and when he wasn't doing it, Beck Frank did it. It's their fault. What's up, Magic Moon? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Tony Rez? Happy freedom to you. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. I am using my slow cooker for the very first time today. It's a crock pot. I don't know if that's the same thing as a slow cooker. Maybe I'm wrong. But it is a crock pot. And it's got chicken in it. And it's got Italian seasoning. And about a half a cup of water. And in 2 hours, I'm going to throw vegetables in it. And I'm either going to die from food poisoning, or this is going to be the first successful meal I've ever made with a crock pot. So, you know, I'm hoping for the best here. What's up, Rappy? Happy freedom to you. For the text, and maybe ChatGPT will talk dirty to me. Grok has something called a sexy mode, and it is so bad you couldn't listen to it in public. I was showing WMM that over the weekend, Saturday I think it was. We were going grocery shopping and was out walking and stuff, out and about, just trying to, you know, touch grass and all that. And I was telling him about it because he had brought it up. He doesn't talk to AI. He thinks it's demonic, so he won't interact with it at all. And I was telling him how I had, you know, heard that there's these different modes on Grok. You can turn into therapist mode, and funny, different jokester modes and all these things, like 12 different modes. And I just use it for coding and stuff, so I just leave it on whatever it's on, Assistant or whatever. But he was like, yeah, I heard it gets real sexual and stuff. And I was like, well, I don't think it's that bad. It won't even say the fuck word. It can't be that bad. So I put it on sexy mode and was like, what's up, Grok? And Grok's whispering like a 1-900 number, like a phone sex operator whispering at me. And I was like, it's me and my buddy. What do you want to do to us? And I had to stop it. Like, it was that bad. It was that bad. It is very descriptive. I think it should ask you if you're 21 or older before you could even put that mode on, because it is very descriptive, and it will say the fuck word, and it will talk about doing things that you ain't never even thought about doing, and it's a lot. That's a lot from AI. I don't know. It's kind of scary. Freaks me out. So yeah, WMM, he's probably never going to use AI after that. Scarred him for sure. Snooks, you're on your way for dinner. Oh, you're on your way here for dinner? All right, Snooks. There's enough, because I eat like a horse. Matt Rogers finally used the Crock-Pot cookbook I sent you. I am, and I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping for the best here. I tried to. That was one of the things that was so frustrating about the tech having the internet taking a shit when I was trying to launch the live, is I have it all set to the live. So by the time the live's over, my food should be ready. And then the live took forever. Now I got to worry about my chicken drying out and stuff, but we'll see. Russell Crockpot is great. I'm hoping so. Snooks, oh my, Grok made you blush. It made WMM not want to walk down the street with me anymore. Because Grok was talking about like taking it from both ends, from both guys at the same time and all this stuff. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't even say anything. I was just like, it's me and my buddy. Tell us how you want it. And then that's what it went off the rails. I don't know. But I see why Elon likes it. Matt Rogers, we have 4 different sizes of crock pots here. I don't know. I'm about to become a fan. This is the easiest way to cook. Beck Frank, look at you all excited about your crock pot. I know, that's how I know I'm getting old. Guess some what? I'm so getting Grok. Grok is something else. If you have an iPhone, Grok has like these characters. One's some half naked blonde girl, and the other one's like a fox or a teddy bear. But you can only do that stuff if you got an iPhone. Patriot Dad, crock pots are awesome. I'm thinking so. I've only used crock pots to make weed butter. I've never actually cooked out of them, so this is my very first time. What's up, Dustin D? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Aco? Happy freedom to you. Dustin D, Jimmy's a bitch. He is. What's up, Addie Walker? Happy freedom. What do you mean no YouTube? Did we get banned on YouTube? Aw, damn. I wonder what happened to YouTube. What did I say? Was it Grok? Was it repeating Grok? No, we're live. It says we're live. Me no YouTube. Yeah, there's me live. I don't know what that was about. Maybe it died for a second there. Anyways. Oh, Rumblebot's back with us. You guys didn't even tell me. I didn't even fix Rumblebot. I don't know what happened. Grinches, bro, you hurt YouTube's feelings. That's what I do. Right in the hoo-ha. Just heard it right in its little hoo-ha. It's too bad. It's too bad. YouTube and Twitch is so soft. Beck Frank, it's your fault. All the way from Rumble. Just messing up YouTube. Meta can't mess a slow cooker up. Don't say that. I'll find a way. That's how it goes. It's a Plukester. Happy freedom. Wait until you try a beef roast in a crock pot. That's what I want to try next, is a roast. I don't know how to identify that at the store. I'm going to have to ask the people that work there, like, hey, I'm here for a roast. Point me in the direction. But I am excited to try that too. Stern, you love crock pots? It seems there's a lot of fans of crock pots. Lisa, he's fake. You talking about Jimmy Kimmel? I think so too. I've never actually watched his show. I've just seen, videos here and there of him. Marcy can make apple butter in a crock pot. What is apple butter? I don't know what that is, but it sounds good. Hold on, I'm gonna have to look that up after the live because that sounds pretty good. Oh, it looks really good. What's up, DH? Happy freedom. What's up, Sapphire? Happy freedom to you. Christine, you have 2 crock pots? It's not a competition, you guys. Everyone's like, yeah, I got 3 of them right now. You guys ain't got one up me like that, okay? Christine, it's too much for AI, especially children under 18. Yeah, I think so too. I don't know why we need AI to do that. AI can't even do what it's supposed to do correctly. Why do we need it to be sexual and be your companion and stuff? That's unnecessary. What's up, Buckeye? Happy freedom. What's up, Mustang? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Karaticus? Happy freedom. What is your name? And 2, I've never had cornrows. I used to have dreads though, but that was a long time ago. What's up? What's up, business? Happy freedom. Does chili come out well in a crock pot? I don't know. I've never made chili. We were actually just talking about that a couple days ago. I'd like to make some chili. I don't know. It sounds like everything that comes out of a crock pot is just magic. Snooks, poor WMM. I know, it ruined his innocence with Gronk. Guess I got on YouTube, but got off on Grindr. I know, I was there, guess. What are you talking about? Turbo, artificial intelligence, artificial boobs. I mean, not me. I don't know. Fake titties just make me feel sad. I don't know. It's like pretend. I don't know. I feel indifferent about fake tits. They're not for me. But when women get them because they don't feel feminine with the way their shirts fit, I could understand getting fake tits. Doesn't mean I'm going to like them any better, because I don't. But I understand why some women get them. Either way, moving forward here. What's up, Muskie Boss? Happy freedom to you. Next up, we got this story that you guys are all excited about. Reborn babies grow in popularity. Now, these are baby dolls that are like synthetic. They don't cry and poop their pants and stuff, but they are made to look very realistic to real infants. And these people are using them as if they are real infants. They're like tucking them into bed and putting them in a car seat and carrying them around at Walmart and doing a lot of stuff with them. And they're going to talk about this being potentially therapeutic to certain people in certain situations. And I could understand that. But like I mentioned earlier, after all the AI psychosis we've covered, where people are turning AI into their companions and apparently talking sexy to it and all kinds of stuff like that, basically replacing humans with AI. We've also covered people turning their loved ones into, their dead loved ones into AI, so they have their synthetic loved one with them. They have to pay a monthly fee to keep granddad around. That shit scares me, and so this feels very much like that. These people are pretending these babies are real. Again, I understand that some people are getting therapeutic shit out of it, but to me, it just scares the fuck out of me. So let's go ahead and get into this. Make sure you hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
Welcome back. Well, many children grow up collecting dolls, of course, some realistic looking, some not so much. But do you know there is actually an entire industry dedicated to realistic dolls? It's known as Reborns, and it's about much more than just playing with dolls. News Nation's Nancy Liu has those details.
You know, the market for baby gear, it's massive, estimated to be about $360 billion globally last year. But a slice of these newborn items are being bought by consumers with reborn babies, realistic dolls, in a booming segment that's been growing over the past 2 decades.
He's got his blanket, he's got his favorite binky, and he's all snuggled up in nice warm clothes. And he's buckled up in the car seat, ready to go on his first outing.
This baby boy is a reborn, a lifelike doll Christina Keeler considers part of her family, which includes her husband and 2 young daughters. Keeler documents her journey as a human and reborn mother through her popular YouTube channel, The Reborn Family.
So this is a doll. It's not a real baby. What? That's amazing. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Isn't it sweet? Isn't that sweet? Yeah.
Keeler first worked with reborns while dealing with Alzheimer's patients. That led to what she admits is an unusual hobby. And she's well aware it stirs judgment and controversy.
My main goal is to normalize it, make it not so weird. Because people are unfamiliar. I'm a normal housewife. I'm a mom, and I have reborns.
Reborning includes a massive community of artists who turn vinyl and silicone dolls into lifelike babies. They are typically bought and sold online.
The people in the community are just people like you and I that just love babies.
Dave Stack is the founder of Reborns.com, which handles about 50 sales a day with an average price of around $200. The most realistic reborns can sell for up to $5,000.
You know, there's a wide variety of people that buy them, and there's lots of different reasons that people buy them. You know, overwhelmingly, people who buy them are just baby lovers, and they love, you know, the newborn stage and, you know, young child stage.
Reborn babies have long played a role in helping families through grief and trauma, but they're also spreading comfort to the elderly.
One of my favorite uses for the dolls are nursing homes. They're a big buyer. And if you have people that have dementia, like, it brings you back to a time when they were raising their children, which, you know, they can remember clearly, and it calms them down.
Back at Christina's home in Texas, she says her reborn family will continue to evolve.
Someday, I'm sure I'll be an empty nester. I will probably have as many as possible of ones that look like this, or I'll have all of them.
While reborns are global, the community is most active here in the U.S. with serious collectors and investors. There are even annual conventions and gatherings. Nancy Liu, News Nation.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and down.
What do you guys think? What do you think of that? I told you it was fucking weird. It's weird. That shit is weird. Like, I understand therapy. You had a baby die or something that could be so fucking traumatic it breaks you. I firmly could understand needing something to keep you on this side of the ground. Okay? Like, you're at the end. If you are any less than that and you're walking around with a baby like this, there is shit wrong with you. There's just shit wrong with you. Like, and there's no need to be offended by it. Just go get fucking help and do it now. Like, you see him at Walmart and I was like, oh, look. Oh, no, it's just fake. This is a fake baby. Don't worry about holding it. It's fucking pretend. Just spikes it off the floor. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life where you're spending $5,000 hairs on a baby that ain't real? You want to spend $5,000 hairs on a baby? Go shit a real baby out. You know, just do the thing. Do the thing. God made us capable of making babies, you know, for the most part. And again, I understand there's certain situations where you may need this, but they're not pushing that in this video. I don't know if you heard the undertone of everything going on. They're talking a lot of people that love babies. They even said baby lover on there. We're trying to make this less weird. They were saying that's not fucking normal. Like, that's not normal. Being like, well, they went through a lot, so they're using this to help cope and not kill themselves on the weekend. That would have made some sense. Well, you know, we like to take the baby and strap it in the car seat and we all have a nice little laugh. They said the one woman has 2 real kids and does this shit. Like, how would you feel being a child and one of your siblings is fake? That's not even real. Like, you're at school and shit. Mom's like, say goodbye to the baby. Your friends are like, you got a little sibling? Nah, my mom's just a fucking psychopath, paid $5,000 hairs for this baby doll and makes us all say good morning and good night to it every day. That's normal? We're going to normalize that? Please don't. Please don't. So they're saying these realistic dolls that look like real infants, people are pretending and carrying these babies as if they are real, even putting them in car seats, taking them shopping, and pretending that it's a part of the family. They claim that this can be therapeutic for grief and trauma, but it seems very unhealthy for your mind. They mention wanting to normalize it and make it less weird. You wouldn't have to do that if it wasn't weird. Lots of repetitive phrasing like people that love babies and baby lovers being said in the video. All of these people sound crazy. That was the verdict I came to while I screened the video there. Either way, next up, we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. I know it's hard to laugh after seeing something so strange. But today it was provided by Tiger Jaw, and it's titled Time to Pump It Up. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about this fake baby situation. Jay Spray, just one more step to depopulation. Yeah. We got AI grandpa and grandma. You don't have to feel bad about people dying anymore. We'll just turn them into AI avatars and pay $15 a month to keep them around. We don't have to cry about them being dead. They'll never be dead as long as we can afford that monthly fee. And then you don't have to have babies anymore. You can just get baby dolls. And that way if you drop it or decide to throw it in a dumpster, well, you're not going to prison this time for it. So, like, I don't know. It's all bad. It's all bad. And if you're alive, go get vaccinated until you're dead. What a world we live in. This is crazy. Turbo, I wonder if they will get a fake baby, then try to claim government benefits. I wouldn't be surprised at all. You know, I'm so not shocked by that I actually believe the government would give them benefits. The government would be like, well, yeah, you're pretending to be a mom. You're going to need money to do that. Here you go. Here's free taxpayer doll hairs. Oh, Muskie Boss. I wish it was Saturday because I would love to read that to the whole class. I don't think there's a way I can say that. The opposite, boofing the baby to prove that men could give birth. I think I've done it. I think I was able to paint the picture without getting in trouble on YouTube and Twitch. Yes, boofing the baby so flamboyant dudes can try and prove online that they gave birth. That's an interesting idea, Muskie Boss. Thank you for sharing that with us. Simply Witchy, yeah, that's what a lot of people on Rumble are saying too. Happy freedom to you, Simply Witchy. What are pedos gonna do with these babies and stuff? It's no good. Jay Spray and I got worry about knocking up the sex bot. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Yeah, worry about cleaning it. You got to be careful. Water and robots don't mix. Russell, I could understand dementia patients. I think so too, but I also worry about the blowback. What happens when the dementia patient forgets that's not a real baby and drops it? And then has a meltdown because they just dropped the baby. And then you got to explain the baby's fake. And they're like, well, why the fuck are you making me walk around with a fake baby? And then before the conversation's over, they don't remember what the fuck you're talking about. God, that's scary. Life is hard. Salt Ragu, something scarier than a horse. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. People enjoying fake babies scares me a little bit more than horses. Just a little bit, though. It's a plastic quack. Happy freedom. Dutton, they have baby-shaped rubber for freaks that want to give birth. That is so scary, Dutton. Yeah, just, I don't know. I'm being delicate with these comments. I'm reading them completely before reading them out loud. You guys are free thinkers. I gotta be careful. We got these soft platforms watching today. Plastic quack, beware a grown man with a reborn baby. Yeah, absolutely. Beck Frank, I identify as having had a baby. My husband identifies as a toaster. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's how they are. For the Texan, there's a show about the monthly fee thing on Amazon called Upload. When you die, your subscription or your subconscious is uploaded into the PC and you'll still live based on monthly subscriptions. It sounds like Black Mirror. Guess some lady in California had her dog registered to vote. Nothing shocks me anymore. You know, I'm not surprised by that either. Now I'm disappointed I didn't get Klaus registered to vote now. You know, I feel like he missed an opportunity. He's an American too. Spicy K, not everybody can adopt a child. Yeah, I could understand that. What's up, Jay Tyler? Happy freedom to you. Some Chucky shit right there. Yeah, it scares me. It does. It scares me. The one good thing about the realistic babies, what are they called? Reborns. These reborn babies is if you see a woman carrying one, don't try and date her. You can tell up front that she's not the one for you. I mean, unless you enjoy your house getting burned down every time she has a mood swing. I used to when I was younger, but I grew out of it. What's up, Shroomish? Happy freedom. Hooligans Island, what happened? Fernando, the blow up. It's not Fernando. What is his name? I can't even think what his name is. I moved everything. He's in the box over there. I'm trying to think what his name is. It's not Fernando. Damn it. I'll remember. I'm sure Russell remembers. I'll figure it out. Do you miss him? Is that what it was? Diego. Thank you, Too Old to Care. Yeah, Diego. Jay Spray, did we lose anyone in the rapture? No, but, I didn't know that we were supposed to have a rapture until after the time had passed. I don't know if Q told everybody we were going to have a rapture, exactly how it worked, but apparently a bunch of people thought they were going to be raptured, which I think is weird because the rapture, for some reason, people believe it's a day where you all just go up in the sky, and that's not a real thing. That's not in the Bible. But people believe that, just like they pray to the saints and they're not supposed to do that and, whatever, all the things they do. But apparently it was a large group of people who really thought the rapture was going to happen. And the kind of rapture where you just go in the sky like it's a Simpsons episode. And then that didn't happen. And then a bunch of people got disappointed. And I just feel bad that I missed the whole thing because we could have really enjoyed that. Do you guys remember when the eclipse happened and people were losing their minds and they thought that the world was going to end? And I was trying to tell everybody, like, chill the hell out. It'll be okay. And some people were getting mad. And then nothing happened. And at least we got to witness it. We missed that opportunity this time. But I'll try and do better next time. Jay Spray, I thought I was left behind. Nah, they're taking us first. They're taking us first. They're not leaving us behind. Hooligans Island, now the libs are mocking it. Yeah. Well, they're mocking it because they have to mock anything related to God. It's funny how the people who don't have a relationship with God are so fucking miserable. I mean, that just makes sense. Really, if you think about it, that shit just makes sense. Done pre and post trib rapture has always split the church. Yeah. Appeal to heaven. Why are you afraid of horses? Because they're bigger than me. I don't like horses or deer. Well, horses are cousins to Bambi Al Qaeda, so that's a problem on its own. But I don't like chickens. I don't like camels. I don't know, cows. I don't like cows. I don't hate them. I just don't want them near me. Because I get defensive around these animals, so I don't know. I just stay the hell away from them. Plus, great. Jimmy was crying. He was trying. Blues Flames. Have you seen the House of Wax? I have not. Happy freedom to you, Goth. Appreciate you being with us. Goth. America's losing touch with reality. Yes, I think so too. We got too much tech, too much social media, too much enabling of fake stuff. You want to pretend you're a zebra. Here's a litter box. Go take a shit in the corner. We're trying to normalize degeneracy, and it's breaking us. Hooligans Island, God said no man will know the end when the end will happen. Yeah. It's true, we won't know. JF, cows are chill mostly. Yeah, and I've heard that horses are like dogs, but they're just bigger than me. And I don't know. I'm not very forgiving. If it does something to me, I'm going to do something back. Eye for an eye, all day. Spicy K, yeah, I hear you. Appeal to Evan. Horses are nice and cows are fun for tipping. I thought cow tipping was fake. That was not a real thing. Jay Spray, was an African preacher, said God told him that on September 23rd. Oh, that's when the rapture was supposed to happen. Ah, man, I bet that was disappointing when that didn't work out. I heard there was people like selling their shit and stuff. Meta, can you leave it in the car when it's hot? I worry about regression. Vinyl doesn't grow. Creepy. Oh, you're talking about the reborn babies? I don't know. I don't know what the limitations of them are. Trick a man for child support? Yeah, that's always a thing too. Killer J, I missed the rapture. Things are making sense now. Damn, another fake one. Yep. Lisa, cow tipping is real? I swear to God, I thought it was fake. I need to look up videos of cow tipping. Killer J, I need a dozen of them to sell to people I work with. These reborns, I mean, for 5K, you're making a killing. Lisa, my grandparents used to go cow tipping. That's funny. What's up, Bobby Johnson? Happy freedom. What's up, Leanne? Is it Leanne? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Junie Bug? Happy freedom to you. Bobby Johnson. Chickens are mean and they don't listen. You gotta kick those fuckers, and then everybody gets mad. Like, you just kicked my chicken? Yeah, I did. What you do about it? What are you gonna do about it? I'm gonna get beat up by a chicken? The fuck I am. Like, I don't know. I'd rather not have the conversation. So I just avoid them altogether. Cooper, happy freedom to you. Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that. Grieving is part of healing. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that, Cooper. Olav, I'm Orthodox and we pray to the saints. See, and I don't understand that because in the Bible it tells you directly not to do that. But I don't care. It's your religion. You can do however you want to. I'm not trying to tell you the right way or the wrong way. It's better to have a relationship with God than to not. I believe that. So everybody's in their own boat, going their own way. I'm not worried about it. What's up, Visions? Happy freedom. Two-legged ones. We talking about, Visions? What are you talking about? Matt Rogers, cow tipping is a good way to get shot at. Let's see. They fall, can kill a cow, and they weigh that much. That's crazy. I thought it was fake. I swear to God, I thought it was fake. I'm going to have to look up videos of cow tipping now. It's probably going to be something gay. They call it cow tipping, but it's like what the people do with the goats and stuff. Anyways, moving forward, like I said, we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through coming up. Today it was provided by Tiger Jaw, and it's titled Time to Pump It Up. But before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, if you'd like to join the membership program over on Rumble and become an official hooligan, all you have to do is click that big red subscribe button right below where you type in the chat. Now, if you're on Android and using the Rumble app, you're unable to see that big red subscribe button. You got to open your browser, go to rumble.com, log in, come to the chat, or come to the live, hop in the chat, and like I said, right below where you type in the chat, you will see that big red subscribe button. Click that button and jump through the hoops, and your name will be highlighted as an official Rumble hooligan. You'll have access to our custom emojis. We have chapstick emojis, scream and goat emojis, Klaus Daniels emojis, President Trump emojis, and more. It's a lot of fun during the live, especially during a Trump live. So definitely go join the membership program over on Rumble. Let's get this pulled up. Like I said, our midlife break here. Hold on a second. Thank you so much, Obnoxious Scott, for gifting 5 subs over on Rumble. What a badass. Thank you so much for the support. All right, hooligans, get into our funny video. Thank you, Obnoxious Scott. Like I said, this is by Tiger Jaw and it's titled Time to Pump It Up. Getting it. Yes. There's never too much fentanyl when it's time to pump it up. Getting back into the news here, this is titled Man Who Represented Himself Found Guilty of Trying to Assassinate President Trump at Florida Golf Course. Now, of course, this has to do with Ryan Ruth, and we know he's guilty and this, that, and the other. But what we didn't talk about yesterday is the fact he tried to stab himself in the neck multiple times with a pen. He was unsuccessful from what I understand, but either way, getting a little update here on Ryan Ruth and him trying to stab himself in the neck. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
Inside court, Ruth attempted to stab himself in the neck with a pen. This court sketch showing that moment. NBC News producer Carmen Gonzalez witnessed the chaos in the courtroom.
As the jury was leaving, I looked over to him and I saw him doing this. I thought maybe he was having a seizure, but then I realized he had a pen and he was jabbing at his neck, trying to hurt himself.
Within seconds, she says, U.S. Marshals grabbed Ruth and took him away.
And the daughter started saying, Dad, don't, we love you.
A Florida jury deliberating for just 2 hours before convicting Ruth on all 5 counts, including attempted assassination of a major presidential candidate.
So that's a kind of graphic description there, saying he took the pen to his neck multiple times. I don't know. None of the drawing depictions of him show blood or anything, so I assume he was unsuccessful. He must not want to do it that bad, because I think if you really wanted to stab yourself in the neck, you'd be able to. I don't think it'd take multiple tries if you really wanted to go. Either way, next up we got an interesting tech video. It's news, but it's called a SIM farm. It's titled SIM Farm Bust Near UN Posed Major Threat to New York City Cell Towers. Apparently people are taking SIM cards like from cell phones and they're putting it in tech and it can overwhelm cell towers and stuff. I've never heard of this, but they emphasize it a lot throughout this video, talk about how important it is for the public to know about SIM farms. Now I don't know why, because if you had a teenager and he was making a SIM farm and you saw that bullshit in his room, you wouldn't think anything of it. It looks like an Xbox without a cover on it. Like if you opened up an Xbox, it like kind of looks like that. And so you wouldn't think anything of it. Plus, it's not illegal to have. It's not illegal to have this shit, as far as I know. So why does the public need to know about it? That's what I think is really weird about the story. But either way, weird tech. And President Trump and other world leaders were in New York and stuff. And so that's what makes this kind of a big deal. Either way, it's coming up next. First, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about Ryan Ruth trying to stab himself in the neck repeatedly after the verdict read guilty on all charges. Very nice. Very nice, Turbo. Everybody's posting gifts in the chat. What's up, Sam? Happy freedom to you. Russell, he didn't want to smoke himself. He just wanted to make a scene. Yeah, I think so too. Jay Spray, damn, he could have saved the country a bunch of money. I know, because he's about to do life. Yep. Roger shouldn't have saved him. Shouldn't have stopped him. Save taxpayers' money. Yeah. Cow tipping. Is that how it goes? Get some? I'm not giving the cow no tip. Muskie Boss, I had a rooster with a fucked up leg once. Hated me so bad it would take it 20 minutes to make it up to me to fight. Yeah, Muskie Boss, I know, and they act like assholes. They got spurs on their feet and they try to dig you with their spurs or whatever it is. Burr? I don't know. It's got a spike on its leg and tries to get you. Sam, they can use it to shut down everyone's cell phone. Yeah. You had to black out the towers. What's up, Jagula? Happy freedom to you. For the text, I used to cow tip like crazy. Fat girls don't like me for some reason. You guys like that? Anyways. What's up, AR16? Happy freedom to you. Appeal to evidence, y'all talk about China trying to take out communication in New York. I haven't heard anything about China trying to do it, but I wonder if this story we're about to cover is related to it. Goth, he just wanted to get away from Gen Pop. Oh, that could be. Because, yeah, they would have to put him in Max, or they're going to, well, they're probably going to stick him in the green vest Now that I'm thinking about it, we were just talking about that last week. About inmates going in, they have the green vest or whatever. If they try to smoke themselves, they chain you to the floor. You got to shit and piss into this drain and all this stuff. That's where Ryan Ruth's going to be since he wanted to stab himself in the neck. Duh, and I can't read that out loud, but that is hilarious, and I forgot about that joke until you just brought it up. Colty, more cowbell. Mm-hmm. Patriot Dad, I heard it didn't even break the skin. Sissy? Yep. Faking it. For the Texan candidate? I think President Trump was a candidate at the time of the shooting. I think that's what they were referencing. What are you doing? Is it going to work? Are you going down with the ship? He's about to flip his tower over. Good Lord, buddy. You need to take the stairs. Goodness. Big fat kitty. Oh, well. What's your name? We'll go 49. Happy freedom to you, 49. Free the attacks in the fentanyl lean. Yep. He was pumping it up, though. Thought he was a goner. You ain't got to hit him with no Narcan. You just play the pump it up. Meta, bet they put Ruth in a restraint chair after that behavior. Probably. Yeah, he's probably getting tuned up right now. He probably thought it was a good move, try to stick himself in the neck after the verdict was read. But yep, they're going to treat him like a crazy person for at least the next 3-4 days. What's up, Afro Man? Happy freedom. Afro Man, what's this about the rapture? I don't know. People thought there was going to be a rapture, and we missed it. Agent O, you got a fever right now? Well, I hope you start feeling better. What's up, Youper? Happy freedom. What color ink? You know, I was kind of wondering that too. I wasn't going to bring it up. Mr. Lin, what are you having for supper? I can actually smell the chicken now. Getting excited. Alright, hooligans. Moving forward here. Like I said, Sim Farm bust near UN posed major threat to New York City cell towers. Now again, they're going to be like heavily emphasizing. For some reason, they stuck a 911 Day banner on this video, even though this doesn't have anything to do with 911 Day. Either way, they're going to be emphasizing about how important it is for the public to know about sim farms. They don't tell you what to do about it, because I don't think it's illegal to have this equipment. But there's like a subliminal message in the story or something. I don't know. There's something extra to it. Either way, hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube. And let's get into this. Look, guess you got to get from underneath the desk. Look at this poor reporter here. Goodness.
And there are some new questions this morning after the Secret Service foils a massive telecom threat. This was just miles from the UN General Assembly meeting. Investigators confiscating more than 100,000 SIM cards and more than 300 SIM servers. So authorities say this SIM farm could have crippled cell towers all across the New York City area.
These devices allowed anonymous encrypted communications between potential threat actors and criminal enterprises, enabling criminal organizations to operate undetected.
So cybersecurity expert and privacy attorney Lisa Garber joins us now. Wonderful to have you on the program. You know, this is just a massive headline. And when authorities do say the capacity to cripple cell towers all across the New York City area, we had a previous guest on who mentioned this could have allowed criminal groups to operate undetected, as we heard there. You know, what sort of implications are we talking about? What may have happened if this had gone undetected?
SIM farms operate as huge criminal enterprises, and this is not a standalone event. They've existed throughout the United States for years, and the finding of this one is especially troubling because of the massive scale. SIM cards, whether physical or digital, basically allow a device to connect to a cellular network. So what it means is criminals can spam people, they can swat people, they can develop fake social media profiles from US-based numbers, but from anywhere in the world. So we're thinking there are foreign malicious nation-state actors that were attempting to attack, spam, spoof all different celebrity entities, political entities in the United States. But at the same time, due to the scale, they could have issued widespread outages on cellular towers and just blacked out cellular networks. Think about what happened after September 11th, after the Boston Marathon bombing. You just have so much traffic on these networks that they collapse. And that's what could have happened in New York City if this had gone unfound.
Yeah, you can't even fathom the panic, the fear, the confusion, the chaos. You can't ignore the timing of this either. This plot being revealed on the same day President Trump was speaking at the UN. What are your thoughts on when this all went down?
We will learn more as the Secret Service completes its investigation, but for now, it looks like this was in operation for some time, and it was certainly being used to swat political figures throughout New York City, throughout the country, because of its ability to remain anonymous and allow criminals to operate from other countries. Think China, think Russia, think Iran, think foreign malicious nation-state actors. And at the same time, finding it right now is especially timely for the Secret Service because of all of the majorly important people, political figures coming from all over the world to New York City. And you think about Donald Trump coming, the entire entourage. This was especially momentous.
Right. What would this have done to travel plans as well? Flight pattern. I mean, you know, the list goes on and on. Your mind goes everywhere thinking about what may have transpired here. Do you get a sense more arrests, perhaps more of the story also will be upcoming?
Yes. And I think it's very important for Americans to be aware that these types of SIM farms exist. This is not some Black Mirror sci-fi episode. We have seen criminals with these capabilities around the country. So just to be aware that these things happen.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our News Nation app right now.
Okay, so like the Blowfish was telling you, need to be very aware of these SIM farms here. Apparently, you can get the equipment. They're called SIM boxes. And it's not illegal to have the equipment, but it is illegal to use the equipment because everything you do with it apparently is against communication laws and all kinds of other stuff like that. I didn't realize that we could interfere with communication, you know, situations like that simply by going on eBay and ordering a SIM box. I mean, it's, I don't know, pretty simple way to go to prison, I guess. Either way, the story has got a lot of kind of back and forth details. They're saying that they caught these people with a SIM farm, but they don't tell you how they caught those people, which is interesting. They're saying that they had the ability to cripple towers by overwhelming them, pretty much causing them to time out. They mentioned that the tech could, or they say that this was used for swatting and spamming people, specifically swatting elected officials and politicians. I don't know how they know that. Like I don't know if they just worded that poorly or what, but they seem like they were leaning into saying this specific assembly of tech was used to swat politicians. That's the way they worded it. They also said that the tech has been there for a while. It doesn't look like somebody had just put this together. This has been there for a while. They go on to say that this was a threat to the world leaders because they were all meeting in New York. But again, they had mentioned multiple times that this has been set up for a while. It seems like they're emphasizing that they want people to know about SIM farms, but why? Because what are you going to do about it? Like, one, chances are you're not going to see it. And like I said, it kind of looks like a digital cable box with no top on it or any other kind of electronic device like that. If you were to take a DVD player, take the cover off of it, it kind of looks like that. So if you were to see this, you probably wouldn't even recognize it. And if you did recognize it, what are you going to do about it? You going to call the FBI? Hey, my teenage son's got a weird box in his room. I don't know if it's a sim farm box or not. Like, is that what we're talking about here? Because otherwise, what are you going to do? It's not illegal to have. And if they're not using it, then no crime has been committed. So I don't understand why they're emphasizing so much for the public to know about this, because they didn't tell you what to do about it if you come across it. But either way, that's a thing that exists in the world, I guess we can say. Next up, deadly ICE facility shooting in Dallas. And like I mentioned earlier, it's kind of weird because it's a big deal, but they're kind of sweeping it under the rug already, and I'm not really sure why. There's a couple things that are confusing. They say they show one of the live rounds say anti-ICE, but everybody that was shot was illegal. It wasn't ICE, so that doesn't even make sense. It's coming up next, but first we're gonna hop in the chat, see what you Hooligans think about the sim farm situation. Sam, this is one of my favorite parts of The Sims. I don't know if y'all ever played The Sims before. I know, it looks really cruel, but if you stick 4 people in a house, you make a whole bunch of money, and then you kill 3 of them off by doing this magic trick right here, and then you're one person with 4 people worth of money, and you didn't have to do anything except for be dog shit at cooking. Anyways, getting sidetracked there, playing video games. Jay Spray, just like all the shooters were on the Fed's radar before they did anything. Yep. They know you're a bad person. They just want to wait and watch you be a bad person. Guess I had a farm when I played The Sims. I am informed. That's right, guess you are in the lead here. Simply Witchy, there's an article on X. I believe they discovered this when investigating swatting against Marjorie Taylor Greene. Interesting. That would make a lot more sense, Simply Witchy. Sam, you could create your own hooligan cellular network with a sim farm. Just saying. I know, I was considering that, but we'd have to have licensing. I wonder what it takes to get licensing. They try to deny me. I just put Grok, Sexy Grok on there. Just have it smooth it over. Get me a deal, Sexy Grok. Guess Sims Disco is still hands down the best tune. I like their rap one. Their rap music is funny. Boost Flames, don't cook dog shit. Yeah, that's right. Jagula, can you smell what I'm cooking? Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? Totally Care Sims was great for about a week. I've been playing The Sims 3 for 11 years. I built every house that's in the world. I've either moved into the house with my own characters and changed it, or bulldozed the property and built my own house there. I've built every house that I've ever lived in real life. I've done all kinds of stuff on The Sims. I've built most people that I know in real life and then leave them on their own to go be their own characters and just move on. And every once in a while, I'll create a new guy and go refriend all these people and see what The Sims have done with the house on their own and stuff like that. It's my own little ant farm. Jay Spray, the original Sim City was fun. I had a game called Sim Towers I used to play the shit out of too, and that game was like from 98 or something like that. I like those games. Goth, I wonder if that's what they used to swat Tim Pool and others. It could be. Shroomish, this is just another White Supreme Pizza attacking power plants. I don't know. Done just made my daughter try a Superman push-up. She thinks it's fun. What is a Superman push-up? I don't think I know what that is. Beck Frank, just thinking about Ruth. Failed assassination attempt. Failed self-deletion attempt. Not a very successful year for his attempts. He's just a failure. He's just a failure. And he can't do anything about it, because if he was, he would have. If he was going to do anything about it, he would have. They said that he had smoked himself in the neck. I mean, it had to be, at least 3 times, I would assume, before they got up and stopped him. He had plenty of opportunity. He's just a failure. My feature giving him a pencil. Oh, I see what you're saying, Dutton. Oh, I weigh too much. There's no way I'd be able to do a Superman push-up. Nope, I'm at 224 and I'm like just holding. Colty, SimCity 2000. Yeah, I think I've played that too. I guess I'm not like that. I should create you hooligans on The Sims though. Beck Frank, I remember when everyone was all head up about Sims boyfriends and girlfriends being available. Now look how far we've come. Yeah. Sub-Zero, happy freedom. J Spray Towers was cool too. Got to be Trump with all the grabbing. Yeah, that's right. Boost Flames, Roller Coaster Tycoon. Yep, I used to play that too on PlayStation, I think it was. Meta, wonder how they made the sim bust, how they found out. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how they tracked it down. Plugster Leisure Suit Larry was a great Sims game. I've never heard of that. Killer J getting ready to shut the system down. Well, and maybe that's why they want people to know. So when blackouts happen, they can go, oh, it must be terrorists doing it. Oh, it must be this. It must be that. More people to blame. Crazy times. I remember playing that at my buddy's. It was only on, let's see. He was only on with a PC. It was hilarious. Yeah. I've played, I don't know how many hours, so many hours of The Sims. What's up, Parabellum? Happy freedom. Probably criminals got hired by some foreign nation. Still weird that no real arrest was made, and the fact that it was Secret Service and not FBI, CIA is kind of telling. That is intel somehow. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I mean. It's the equipment itself isn't even illegal. It's a very weird story. I keep trying to check the X chat, but we don't have one right now. Yeah, J Spray, get me an Oberon. Pick me up some Oberon on the way home. Done working my way back down to 150, 165 currently. Heck yeah, Dutton, you could do it. I haven't been working out because my leg hurts, but I still have been eating, right? Chicken and steak every day for like, damn, it's got to be like 60 days, 70 days now. I haven't eaten bread or anything like that, so I'm maintaining this 224 right now. I want to get down to 210, I think, is where I want to be. Either way, moving forward here, like I said, we got a big story that they're kind of sweeping under the rug. At least that's how I was perceiving it on the internet. X is talking about it, but everywhere else is not talking about this, at least at the time of starting the schedule. This is deadly ICE facility shooting in Dallas. This is a very weird story, not just because it was a shooting at an ICE facility, but they claim this anti-ICE stuff, but the people shot were illegals, not ICE. So, I don't know. Very weird. Either way, before we get into this really quick, I want to remind you, hooligans, that our friend Larry could really use your help. Larry is in need of a kidney transplant, and he's recently been in and out of the hospital. I think he came out of surgery earlier today. But like I said, I put together a page for him over on the website. It has his story, his details, links, and all kinds of stuff. If there is any way you can help our friend Larry, please go check out his page over on the website. All right, hooligans, getting into the news here. Like I said, deadly ICE facility shooting in Dallas. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
Our top story, though, today, the shooting deaths of 2 people at a U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement field office in Dallas. Another person who was hit is now fighting to stay alive. All the victims were ICE detainees. Authorities say the gunman opened fire from the rooftop of an office across the street from that ICE facility. Police responded to the scene this morning before learning the shooter died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. They say the facility was targeted. FBI Director Kash Patel posted this on X, saying in part, while the investigation is ongoing, an initial review of the evidence shows an ideological motive behind this attack. One of the unspent shell casings recovered was engraved with the phrase anti-ICE. Texas Republican Senator Ted Cruz spoke at the scene this morning.
This needs to stop. Violence is wrong. Politically motivated violence is wrong. This is the third shooting in Texas directed at ICE or CBP. This must stop. To every politician who is using rhetoric demonizing ICE and demonizing CBP, stop.
And for more, CBS News correspondent Omar Villafranca joins us now near the scene there in Dallas. Omar, what more have you learned today?
Well, Nancy, we're learning that we can get closer to the scene so we can kind of put our own eyes on it. They're slowly kind of shrinking that perimeter where they've been keeping us back. Now, keep in mind, this is an ICE facility that it's not a traditional sense. When people think of ICE facilities, they think of big detention centers. This is not one of them. This is a small processing facility where people will come by. Usually if federal agents get people from the county jail or if there were recent ICE activities and detainments, this is where they'll bring them before they move them to other areas. So this is not a place that's, it's in a kind of an industrial area right by the side of I-35, which is a busy time. Now, busy highway. Now, at 6:40 is when some of the calls came in. So at 6:40 a.m., you've got your morning commute going on, and it's still kind of dark to kind of paint the picture of what it looked like around here when the calls came in of shots fired. Now, we did see officers looking at the top of some buildings because they're saying it was basically a sniper on an elevated area shooting down into the area. And we saw them kind of with some police activity looking at the tops of buildings. And I actually called an attorney's office, an immigration attorney's office that's right nearby. They weren't able to get in, but it's one of those places that they say, you know, you can see the ICE facility that is nearby. Interesting note, in that press conference where you saw Senator Cruz, there was also FBI officials and ICE officials, we were trying to ask them, since we had learned that some of the people who were hit, the 3 people who were hit, 2 dead, were detainees, what kind of protections are going to be added, not only for the ICE officials who were working, but the safety of the detainees? And that's a question they did not want to answer.
On top of all this, Omar, I know that you had mentioned that the victims were ICE detainees. Do we know anything else about the victims so far? I know it's still very early in the investigation at this point.
Not much, but I talked to another immigration attorney who was telling me that that facility, not only are there detainees who were brought in there, but there are also people who are going through the immigration system as well who will go there to have their, they call them like ICE check-ins. So these are people who are legally out, they have their cases pending in the immigration system, but they'll show up to that facility to do their regularly scheduled check-ins, and sometimes they are early in the morning. So we're trying to find out what those people were doing there. We understand they were detainees, which means they are in ICE custody. That's when it comes to the victims. We are hearing rumors that there's some police activity north of here. We don't want to get into detail, but we do know that we do have some of our local crews, CBS News Texas, are on the ground there. Hopefully we'll learn more what that's about. And DHS officials say that they will release more information when they get it. We're trying to work their sources, see what else we can find out.
We'll check in with you then. Omar Villafranca, thank you very much.
Okay, so obviously talking about the shooting in Dallas earlier today, very weird. Now, they did not show the bullets. Oh, they did show the bullets. Wasn't sure if they showed the bullets or not. Yeah, I don't know. That's a clip, by the way. They got it in a stripper clip. That's why the bullets are all together. That's a clip. Somebody needs to tell the rappers because they don't know the difference between a clip and a magazine. Either way, let's get through the details here. They're saying 4 people got shot, 2 of them killed, 1 in critical condition still. They referred to him as fighting for his life. Let me see here. All the people shot were detainees. Oh, hold on a second here. Thank you so much, Patriot Dad, for that $5 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Patriot Dad. Thank you so much for the support. This is help with the med bills, Jeff. Appreciate your work, brother. Thank you, Patriot Dad. I really appreciate it. Thank you. All right, hooligans. Like I was saying, everyone who got shot was an illegal, but the bullets said anti-ICE, and that seems weird. They say the shooter was on the rooftop. The shooter blew his face off, and that image is going around. I forgot to tell you guys that. I knew what his face looked like off of his skeleton before I even knew what happened. I was on X and just came across the image of him dead and was like, what the fuck is this? And by the second or third time I saw it, I realized that it was from today and that a shooting had occurred. So don't go look at that stuff because it's gross. Either way, shooter blew his face off, but at first the news was saying that law enforcement shot him in the face. But a lot of people have said because of how badly his face is scraped off the skull, chances are he shot himself. He had live rounds with him. It said anti-ICE wrote on one of the rounds. Canadian grifter Ted Cruz was there to claim some spotlight. Laura Loomer was saying on X that the person that had opened fire on ICE officials in Dallas. Let's see. Where is it at? The radical left strikes again. Joshua John, I don't know, Jahn, Joshua John, 29 years old. He's been named as the ICE shooter. They say that this isn't a detention center, that it is a processing facility, kind of like what they got in Portland there. It's not really to detain people, but the story just sounds weird. Oh, it's anti-ICE, so you shoot the illegals? That doesn't sound right to me, and I'm kind of surprised that they even said he was anti-ICE, because if he shot illegals, then they could have said it was MAGA. So, like, good that they didn't do that, but weird. Anti-ICE taking shots shoots illegals, not ICE. I don't get that, but whatever's whatever. That's what happened. Supposedly, that's what happened. Either way, next up we got Lefties Losing It, wrapping up the news. And today it is titled Casual Democracy Denying in Arizona. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about this shooting situation in Dallas. Democrats do Dallas. Russell, what type of gun? Oh, actually you responded to somebody. Sam, maybe they meant to shoot the detainees. They might have known something. Maybe that, yeah, could be. Didn't want them talking. Snooks, it was a World War I gun used? Weird. I wonder why they used that. Hey, thanks for being here, J Spray. Enjoy the rest of your night. Oh, I'll check it out, Butterfly. Happy freedom to you. Goth is pronounced Yawn, I think. German last name. I have a childhood friend with that name. The person that did it is the same age as her kid. Wondering. Interesting, Goth. Thank you for letting me know. Tyler, don't forget the chicken. I won't. In like 45 minutes, I gotta add the vegetables to it. Don't you worry, Tyler. I can smell it. I can smell it. My feed, but why smoke himself? 40 virgins promised again? I don't know. And I mean, I don't want to show you guys the picture, but it's he ain't with us anymore, I'll tell you that. At first you can't tell what's going on because he's kind of laid back, right? And there's blood and stuff, and you're like, okay, probably a dead person. This side of his face is fine. He just looks really shocked about what's going on. And then you realize that this side isn't shadowing. It's just meat all over the place. It's not good, but yeah. Metamouth, it was a M4 Grand. That's what it was. I think I've seen one of those before. Why was he using that, though? I wonder if I can show this. I think I can show without YouTube getting all bent out of shape. Oh, I don't think I'm pronouncing it correctly. It kind of looks like an SK. I think I can show this. I don't know. It's fucking soft platforms over on Twitch and YouTube. Fuckers. Either way. Like I said, we got lefties losing it. Oh, you got it, Snooks. Yeah. It's coming up next, but we're just reading through the chat. Sam, very effective rifle. I believe so. Snooks is cheap. What's cheap? You can get a shotgun for like $200. So, like, I mean, what's cheap? Appeal to Evan. Live shooter in Dallas now or earlier today? No, it was earlier today. Like 7 hours ago, maybe more. Patriot Dad, you got an M1. Maybe that's the one I've seen, is the M1. Goth. These old guns are just passed down from family, plus untraceable very often. Well, yeah, long rifles, yeah. Patriot Dad, I saw a great video today about a lefty middle-aged white lady trolling Charlie Kirk. Mourners put hands on the wrong girl, got put on her ass and arrested. It's badass. My feed don't want to see it. Yeah, I can't show you guys. It's too graphic, but yeah, it's out there. Appeal to Heaven, tell me why FBI shows Discord messages without timestamps. I see the timestamp every time I post something. Maybe they erase it. Maybe they erase it. I don't know. Discord gets in trouble a lot for information stuff like that. Air 16 1903 Springfield. That's the kind it was? I don't know. Springfield's been around that long. Gosh, she FA and FO'd. Yep. Russell M1s are not cheap, and a 1903 is expensive too. Yeah. Meta, the AI. I can't do anything about the AI mod on Kick. It just does that, but yeah. Nasty round to self-delete with. Yeah. But you also don't want to survive. If you're going to do that, that's the worst part about doing it, is if you survive. Guess who? Happy freedom to you. Watch the liberals sue ICE for not protecting the illegals being arrested. Well, it's like they said in the video. They're like, well, what are you going to do to make things safer? I don't know. Stop selling lefties guns. Like, what do you want? What do you want to happen? They're at a facility. The people there have guns. Like, the only people who didn't have guns are the ones that got shot. This is why everybody needs guns. Like, what do you... I don't know. What's the answer here? Stop letting lefties be fucking crazy. Don't let them shit in litter boxes anymore. Stop letting them cut their wieners off. And stop selling them fucking guns if they're gender dysphoric. Like, enforce the laws we have. Respect integrity. Like, it's real simple here. But, yeah, stupid lefties. What's up, Jacob? Happy freedom. What's up, Brenda? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Robert? Happy freedom. Christine, they said that it was to hush them three up from the drug cartel. Interesting. Yeah. Interesting. I wonder if they're cartel members. Maybe that's why they did that. Maybe we'll get more details. I don't know. Like I said, they're already kind of sweeping it under the rug. Bobby Johnson, have you tried anything natural yet on your leg? You got to do something. Well, right now I'm taking an antibiotic and a steroid, and it seems like it's working. My leg has felt better today than it has in more than a week, so maybe it'll make the spider bite go away. What's up, Jones? Happy freedom. Jones, except for the clip they showed wasn't an M1 clip. Interesting. Yeah, I've never seen that rifle in person, so I wouldn't know if the clip matches or not. Sam. Yeah. It doesn't. Well, I think they said it's an M4, not an M1. Guess they got the image of the rifle over on the website. I can't show you guys because it's got a dead guy's hand next to it, but we're free over on the website. Sam 308 Winchester ammo. That's what the shooter had. That's what the rounds are. Interesting. Well, hooligans, we're going to move forward here. Like I said, we got the last little bit of the news before we get into the fun stuff, and we got all kinds of fun stuff because we got a double unboxing we're going to do today. But first, we got to get through Lefties Losing It, and today is titled Casual Democracy Denying in Arizona. Let's get this pulled up. That chicken smells so good. I wish I could show you guys Klaus Daniels. He's just hanging by the hoop here, maxing out his tower. Sounds explicit. Either way, hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
It's time for Lefties Losing It, and I regret to inform you that she's back. Yes, the world's worst vice president, the word salad specialist who makes an art form of being incoherent. The inept Kamala Harris is back, and she's hitting the loopiest, leftiest programs to flog her new book. Here she is with fellow Lefty Losing It Hall of Famer Rachel Maddow making outrageous, idiotic claims. I can only hope she was drunk when she said this.
A tyrant. We used to compare the strength of our democracy to communist dictators. That's what we're dealing with right now in Donald Trump. And these titans of industry are not speaking up.
Yes, you heard that right. Kamala called President Trump a communist. Yes, a communist. And she goes from slamming the president for being a communist dictator to praising an actual communist and endorsing him. This is what she said about New York mayoral hopeful and radical hard leftist Zoran Mamdani.
What do you think of him and his candidacy, and what do you think of mainline Democratic shyness and agitation about the prospect that he's going to win?
Look, as far as I'm concerned, he's the Democratic nominee and he should be supported.
Do you endorse his candidacy?
I support the Democrat in the race, sure.
Look, if you thought Kamala had acquired some wisdom, some class and perspective in the months since she was resoundingly beaten by President Trump, well, you'd be disappointed. All she revealed overnight is that she's a frightful bigot. But it's not her fault. It's everybody else's fault. Here she explains why she did not select her first choice for a running mate, Pete Buttigieg, because he's gay.
To be a black woman running for president of the United States and as a vice presidential running mate, a gay man, with the stakes being so high, it made me very sad, but I also realized it would be a real risk. No matter how, I've been an advocate and an ally of the LGBT community my entire life. So it wasn't about any prejudice on my part.
Of course, you are a great ally, Kamala, except you didn't pick Pete because he's gay, and you didn't pick Governor Shapiro because he's Jewish. I think we have a name for that. It just goes to show that even Kamala Harris thinks potential Democrat voters are frightful bigots. Now let's hear from Kamala trying to paint a landslide loss as close, so close.
And it ended up being the closest presidential election in the 21st century.
Poor delusional soul thinks it was close. She lost every swing state, she lost the popular vote, she lost the electoral college by a huge margin, but don't expect Rachel Maddow to pull Kamala up on her delusions. And it didn't get much better when Kamala sat down with the ladies of The View. She repeated that pitiful line about the supposed closeness of the election. And she seemed to have enjoyed a couple more cocktails.
This person and what we just saw in terms of a presentation at the United Nations, I talk about it. I talked about, remember in the debate?
Yeah.
They laughed at him the last time he was in front of the UN. This individual who occupies our White House right now,
the People's House,
has decided that he will be an emperor in his mind who will demonstrate his power by demeaning and belittling and making people feel small.
So Trump has gone from being a communist dictator to being an emperor. And Kamala has gone from happy hour straight to the View, it seems. Now let's go from the ridiculous to the demonic. This is just so ugly and wrong. Imagine how rotten your soul must be to do this.
Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do. That man, that young man, I forgive him.
Just demonic. Now let's hear from a lefty who thinks she's being awfully clever, but actually she's kicking an own goal.
You know you're a fascist when you demand law and order unless the law is investigating your favorite politicians. You know you're a fascist when you want to lock up opponents but pardon your own criminals. You know you're a fascist when you think elections are rigged unless your guy wins.
Is she talking about Biden?
That everything she just said applies to her and the rest of the modern left. She just basically called herself a fascist, and the self-awareness doesn't kick in as this rant continues.
You know you're a fascist when you cheer when peaceful protesters are beaten, jailed, or silenced. You know you're a fascist when you wrap yourself in the flag while dismantling the democracy it stands for. You know you're a fascist when you believe one man's power is more important than everyone's freedom. But yeah, tell me how the libtards are destroying this country.
You know, it's almost cruel to laugh at someone that thick, but what else can you do? Now, in honour of Charlie Kirk, I thought I'd go out and talk to the hard left, talk to ideological opponents and see if we can have fruitful dialogue. Let's have a look at a little of what happened earlier today on the streets of Phoenix, Arizona. It started with nonsense about dictatorships and American citizens being deported, and then it got considerably worse.
They could literally pick me off the street and say, you're not an American, come with us and ship me away. I am an American, but how would I prove that without a court of law?
Are you suggesting that American citizens are being deported?
I'm saying we're next on the list, and they've said that. The administration has said we're going to go after some of the homegrown ones we have here too.
What do you mean by homegrown?
Well, they're talking about terrorists and criminals that are imported, which is all, you know, frankly false. But the administration has stated that they are going to go after the bad ones in America right here, born and raised Americans who do not behave the way the current Republican regime wants them to. They have discussed the options of kicking us out to, I'm not exactly sure where.
Now let's hear this Democrat just casually engage in some democracy denial.
Well, there is no mandate because while it sounds like and looks like the majority of people went to him, that's not true. Most people didn't vote.
If in the midterms the Republicans hold on to the House and the Senate, will you give up this fight? Will you acknowledge that the people aren't on your side and you don't have the numbers?
That's a loaded question because right now what I think is happening is the administration is doing everything they can to influence that vote and to stop truly free and fair elections.
So they're already trying to delegitimize the midterms. Next, we discuss Charlie Kirk, and that's when this discussion really went off the rails.
People can worship whoever they want to, and if you want to worship a hate monger, knock yourselves out.
You saw Charlie Kirk as a hate monger?
I saw Charlie Kirk because he was a hate monger.
Can you just explain why you say that?
Oh, there's like 17 lovely quotes of Charlie Kirk talking about how black people aren't qualified to do their jobs, how women should live at home inside, and inciting his people to actual violence. Go out and exercise your rights, he will say, and let's go put some hurt on people.
I'm pretty sure he never said black people aren't qualified. He said he didn't believe in DEI policies. That's not exactly the same thing. In fact, it was saying if you see a black pilot, you would start thinking, are they there because of DEI policies? And that actually undermines those who get there on merit. So that is a DEI argument, not a not a anti-black argument.
No, you're incorrect about that. It is an anti-black statement because the only way possible in Charlie Kirk's mind for a non-white person to get a job is for other sorts of programs, which is absolute garbage.
No, he never said that. I've listened to what he said in that quote because that quote's gone viral, and he was very clear that black people don't need DEI because they can become pilots or doctors or engineers, whatever, in their own right, on merit. They don't need those programs to undermine their achievement. So when they actually make it, people wonder how they got there. You don't see the merit of at least that argument, even if you don't agree with it?
Well, that's not the argument Charlie Kirk made, and you're trying to whitewash it, just like American media. You've learned your lessons well. Good job.
You think I'm whitewashing precisely what he said in the context he said it?
Well, that is not precisely what he said in the context that he said it.
I've watched the video.
Quite a few of them, yeah.
But you characterized it as he thinks black people can't achieve anything, when obviously that's not what he said.
No, that is obviously what he said. That's correct.
Well, do you think maybe that's your own bigotry informing your thoughts? Because that's not what he said. His words are clear. You can read the entire transcript or you can watch the video.
Yeah, watch the video like I did.
Okay, let's go to the tape.
I'll tell you exactly what I said and why I said it.
Okay, go ahead.
I said, so when you see a black pilot, you wonder, boy, is that person there because they earned it or because they were placed there? That's what DEI does. It makes you ask questions you otherwise would not ask.
But apparently our lefty losing it knew Charlie's mind better than Charlie, and he's not above patronising a woman of colour. I mean, these lefties can't even play by their own stupid rules. What context did he say that?
Do we need to contextualize racist behavior is an interesting question.
I would have said DEI is racialist behaviour. So, yeah, if you're talking about DEI and the impact it has on society, I would imagine, yes, you do need to talk about that.
I think diversity, inclusion, equality are certainly things that we should have. Why are you against them?
Why am I against DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion?
Yeah, which one specifically?
I'm against the entire DEI ideology because I don't believe, as a woman of colour, I need to have standards lowered so I can achieve anything. And I would never want someone to look at me and say, did she get there through DEI? Which is what he was talking about as far as the black pilots go.
You're implying a lot of context that he did not have in there.
But Charlie was pretty expansive in his context.
Yeah, racist, hateful, all of that stuff. Yeah, expansive. We wanted basically everybody that wasn't a white Christian dead.
Charlie wanted everyone who wasn't a white Christian dead.
Yeah.
So Charlie Kirk would have wanted me dead because I'm neither white or Christian.
Absolutely. So it's really odd for me that you're carrying water for him. But, we are still a free country and we can do whatever we want to do. Even foreigners that come in and have questions, we're happy to talk about it.
We've just paid tribute to Charlie's legacy in having respectful, peaceful debate without anybody coming to blows or causing violence. So thank you, Charlie. Thanks for that.
Don't thank you, Charlie, but thank me.
Did you like his dismissive tone about me being a foreigner? They always show their true colours. By the way, I was born here, champ. And thank you, Charlie, for setting a standard we should all aspire to. Joining me now is political.
All right. That is lefties losing it. And I like how Rita pointed that out at the end. Because the guy was like, yeah, and foreigners can think whatever too, blah, blah. She's born here. She's not even a foreigner. He's just a brainwashed piece of shit. And that's it. Next thing you know, it'll be his face on the news shooting up a school or doing some fucking crazy shit. Just investigate him now. Fuck it. Either way, that is all the news I had for you hooligans today. We are going to get into the fun stuff. We have 2 items we're going to be unboxing today. And then we're going to be opening today's door of the advent calendar sent by Beck Frank. And we got our 2 funny videos of the day. First one was provided by Gingerfire, and it's titled Charlie Kirk's Reaction to South Park, which is a pretty good movie, or video. And then I provided our funny video of the day, and it's titled Fucking Cat. All of that's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about lefties losing it. Matt Rogers, he said it as DIE, not DEI. See, he doesn't even know what he's talking about. Russell, DEI is horrible. Yeah, absolutely. Zero, dude is delusional. He is. Matt Rogers, brainwashed old fart. And he was like Not willing to change his mind at all. It's crazy how hard he was willing to stand up for something he doesn't even know what he's talking about. Muskie Boss Satan shirt says it all. Yeah, absolutely. Air 16, Trump needs to tell the left that breathing is good for them. Yeah, absolutely. And fix this problem real quick. Hey, thanks for being here, Rappy. Enjoy the rest of your day. Guess I need to smoke after Rita. Hold up for 3 minutes and 32 seconds. All right, we'll start the timer now. For the text, I thought Rita was Australian. I'm not sure why she's got an accent and all of that. I don't know. I've been told for a long time, more than a year now, that she's from here. That was the first time I actually saw it, like, confirmed by her herself. And she's also on Australian news, so I'm not really sure how that all works out. Goth, yeah, I think the internet is breaking us too. What's up, Ronnie? Happy freedom to you. Happy freedom to you, Kea. Free the text, and breathing is racist. That's right. They need to cut it out. Patriot Dad, everything is racist. It's racist if you're weak enough. That's how it goes. Done. The old dude suffers from cognitive dissonance. It's when you have your core beliefs shown to be wrong. Yeah, he can't handle it. Beck Frank, my bestie, was born in Canada but raised here. That's cool. Meta, go Rita. I know, she's out there facing off with idiots. Meta, Dems have brain block or something. They don't like using their brain. It's full of feelings. Killer J, this is the best video I've seen yet. Both sides can literally screw up what he said. Yeah, absolutely. I know, I was actually thinking about cutting that clip out and posting it on X, because it is a good example of how it all goes. People taking Charlie Kirk's words out of context and stuff like that. Christine, I love Rita. Yeah, Rita's a badass. What's up, Cosmic Squirrel? Happy freedom to you. I'm doing all right. How are you doing? Christine, every time I hear the left speak, I feel stupid. I feel frustrated, because your feelings they just don't fucking matter. They don't matter. Everybody's got to do shit that they don't want to do. Everybody's feeling something all the time. You are always feeling something. Like, even when you're sleeping, you're feeling shit. You're just not there to bitch about your feelings. And so when these lefties come out and they're like, well, my feelings, but my feelings, and the feelings, but these feelings, all these feelings, that doesn't fucking matter. Making money matters. Being whole matters. Take care of yourself. Take care of people you love. Take care of your big fucking cat. That shit matters. Your feelings just don't fucking matter. And all these people ever talk about is their feelings. So it's like everything they talk about just doesn't matter. And then it's hard to take them serious and meet them halfway and do all this stuff because they're just talking about shit that don't matter. And it's just unfortunate. It's just unfortunate. What's up, Terry? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Drob? Happy freedom to you. They can't handle the truth when it's shown to them. Yeah, absolutely. That's usually when the violence starts. What's up, Youper? Happy freedom. Another TDS boomer. I know. It's sad. Guess she is Australian but born here. That's why she could pronounce her R's. Oh, I see. Just a couple jabs at Beck Frank there. Is that Is that what that is? Okay, lefties are lazy. Yeah, they are. Yup. Free the text in the U.S. allows dual citizenship. The dual citizenship by default. You can be a U.S. and Australian citizen without forfeiting either. I've heard of that before. I've heard of people being dual citizens between here and Canada. Jay Tyler, I like Rita. She's funny. I agree. Met them out the left would know the truth even if they had detailed instructions. Yeah. What's up, Italian? Happy freedom to you. Yeah, those lefties. They can watch something happen in front of them, but they got to go ask CNN what happened. That's the way they are. They don't think. They don't learn. They just stay right in place and wait for their leaders to tell them how to think and feel. Simply Witchy. What'd I say? What'd I do? Guess I'm not that hole. That's a different hole. Zero, Rita's an atheist? I didn't know that. I figured she was going to be a Buddhist or something when she said she wasn't a Christian. Well, it's her, you know, it's on her. Okay, they have to have DEI training and jobs. Let's see. Training at jobs because they don't like that you don't think about them. Yeah. Yep. I know. That's why a lot of places are getting rid of all that DEI stuff. You can't say that somebody earned a position if you're basing qualifications on skin color. It's absolutely wrong. Well, hooligans, we're going to get into the fun stuff here. Like I said, we got an unboxing. We're going to be unboxing 2 items here. I believe one was sent by Hair Juicer, which he hasn't showed up yet today. And the other one's by Matt Rogers. And then we're going to be opening today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Beck Frank. And then, like I said, we got our 2 funny videos of the day. But before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, if you'd like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use the links in the description in order to send donations. You can do that by using PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Zelle, Venmo, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee, or you can even send crypto. Let's see what we got. Where's my tool here? Because we got 2 items. Now, I think I know what Hair Juicer sent me. But what's really funny about this package, not only does it look scary, right, and it's duct tape and whatever, but he wrote, "Keep them spiders off," on the side of the box. And so I knew this was for me. As soon as I saw that message, it was clear. Now let's open this up and figure it out. Like I said, I think I know what's in it, but we won't know until we get her opened up. And I wish Hair Juicer was here because I'm pretty sure this is from him. Come on, come on. Oh my God. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever seen these before because I have never seen these before. A Hair Juicer talks about them like they are just normal. Have you guys ever seen one of these? Look at this. What do you think it is? It's got hair. We got Hair Juicer's hair now. Okay, we got a planet at the crime scene. I was never there. Either way, this is slipping my mind now. What is this called? This is a hedge ball. That's what Hair Juicer was saying. These are hedge balls. Now, like I said, I've never seen one of these before, but he talks about it like this is a natural occurrence. This is as normal as knowing what a cricket is. And so I Googled it because I don't know what it is. And apparently it's a natural way to like keep pests away. So he told me to put one of these in every room. It's supposed to smell citrusy. It kind of does. It kind of just smells like grass. I don't know, but it's supposed to repel bugs and stuff. And it is very interesting. It's heavy like a baseball. It's very weird. And he sent me a whole box. I got a whole deal right here. So yeah, just know I got all the hedge balls over here. So don't be trying to flex on me and stuff. I'm loaded up. Thank you, Hair Juicer, for the hedge balls there. And we got one more. We gotta draw little faces on it and stuff because, you know, Halloween's coming up. So gotta make it all pretty. Either way, got a racist box here. Came from Matt Rogers. I have no idea what's in it. So let's figure this out. It is super duper taped. Probably should have did this before the live, but I didn't. Because sometimes I just don't do things. Are you supervising Klaus Daniels? Am I doing a good job? Well, let's see what we got. It's got a note. The note says, "Don't open this on the live." No. I don't know. I don't know what it says yet. It could be. Let's see. It's made with habaneros. Interesting. It's hot sauce. It's made with carrots instead of tomatoes. Interesting. Thank you, Matt Rogers. Let's check it out here. Oh, nice. Very nice. Got some Melinda's Ghost Pepper sauce here. Look at that. And we actually got the focus. Very nice. And then we got some Ghost Pepper ketchup. We got 2 of these right here. Look at that. No high fructose corn syrup. Good stuff. You know what? We're going to have to try some of this. Now, I think I've had the sauce before. And it's very good. But I've never had the ketchup. So we're going to try that. What do I do with the lid? So I'm going to get a spoon really quick. And we're going to try this really quick. Thank you so much, Matt Rogers. Let's get a spoon. Look at you, big fat kitty. Yes. If Trump knew I had such a big hairy cat, he'd come over here and grab it. Yes, sir. All right, we're going to try some of this Ghost Pepper ketchup. This will be the first time I've had ketchup in 13 years. It's going to be worth it. So dark, it's like barbecue sauce. It smells like ketchup, though. It's got a little sting to it. I could smell the ghost pepper. All right, hooligans. You know, I didn't care about my asshole anyway, so let's go ahead and do this right here. A little dab of do-ya. I ain't got any water. No water, no shame. Something like that. Okay, I just kind of globbed it on there. We're going to give her a try. It's a nice little glob here. Cheers, hooligans. Oh, I might have had too much. Oh, it tastes like barbecue sauce, but the bite is biting me. It is like being stung by a bee. The bite is biting. The teeth is sharp. Oh, it's got some heat to it. It is holding me with conviction. This is hot. Oh, it would be good on hot dogs, burgers, chicken. Probably I might have to add this on the chicken in a little bit. It is good, but it is hot. It bites you. You wouldn't want to give this to a kid. Ooh, it's hot. Holy shit. Sweating. Oh my goodness. Hand me a tampon. Jesus loves this. Thank you so much, Matt Rogers. I love that shit. God, I'm so excited. I'm going to try that on the chicken after the live. Oh. All right, hooligans. We're going to move forward here. We're going to try. We're going to try to move forward here. Ooh, thank you, hooligans, for sending me those gifts. You guys are badass. We're going to see what we get today. Oh, the advent calendar sent by Beck Frank. Now, I can't ever remember what day we're on. And today is just like any other, where we're going to have to just figure it out. Today might be day 16. Oh, it's still hot. 16. I feel like I'm under pressure trying to do this. Is there no 16? I can't read when I'm on fire. It's a little one. It's a little one today. What is it? I think it's another button. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Got another button today. Bam. Look at this little guy. Come on. Focus. Fucking camera. Either way. Very cool. This is actually our second button. This is the first one we got. With the Skyrim logo on it. Of course, my camera will not focus at all because that would just make things run right. And we can't have that in my life. Either way. Thank you so much back, Frank. Really appreciate you. Thank you. I am on fire right now. All right, hooligans, getting into our funny videos here. I can feel my eyeballs sweating. I feel like I got laser vision right now. Holy.
Yeah, but about.
Oh. Oh. It's hot. Oh. All right. Getting into our funny videos here. First one was provided by Gingerfire. This is titled Charlie Kirk's Reaction to South Park.
Yeah, but a body growing inside a woman's body is not her body. It's a completely separate being.
Eric, what are you doing?
I'm sorry, Mom. You told me to go to sleep, but I started masturbating again.
This is really getting to be a problem, Eric.
Mom, you don't understand. I'm getting really good at this. I have my arguments down rock solid. These young college girls are totally unprepared, so I can just destroy them and also edit out all the ones that actually argue back well. It just feels so good.
I understand it feels good, but that doesn't mean you do it all the time.
I'm sorry, Mommy.
Put the computer away and leave those poor college girls alone.
Okay, I won't masturbate anymore tonight. Look, you can call it reproductive rights, but be honest, if the baby could speak, it would fight for its right to live. And
Eric Cartman!
I'm sorry, Mom!
my favorite part in all of that is that I wonder if they literally just took direct lines because they're good arguments. Like, they don't have him making a straw man argument, really.
They got the verses right.
Yeah.
The Leviticus one, I'm not sure. Jeremiah 1:5. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I consecrated you. I appointed you to be a prophet to the nations. It's like they got the verse right.
Yeah, but a body growing in...
Hell yeah. Cracking me up. Cartman as Charlie Kirk. Very funny. Getting into our official funny video of the day. Now, I'm the one that decided that we were going to watch this today. Now, can we make it full screen? We can. This is titled Fucking Cat.
And nothing can go wrong. Oh no, it all went wrong.
That is exactly what it's like to have a cat. Just throw yourself right in the damn way. That's what they do. Well, hooligans, that is all the coffee I had for you guys today. I'm going to grab this Linktree link. I'm going to drop it in all the chats. We're going to read through, and we got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up next. All right, hooligans, there is the Linktree link where all of my links are listed. So if you'd like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, would really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because we got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there keeping the conversation going 24/7. And we have 2 news boards to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website, it is the best way to experience the live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platforms. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there while watching the live. You also have access to Hooligans Alley, which is our private social media area. You'll have access to the forums, the arcade, the Hooligan AI, and our advanced messaging system with the built-in group chats. So definitely go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. It's the home of the hooligans. Like I said, we're going to read through and we got the pledge coming up, and then we're raiding out over on Rumble. Guess the cat struggle is real. It is. Russell, they're assholes. They are. They love being in the way. I don't know why. Man, Rogers, I keep those little bottles of hot sauce in the center console of my Bronco. It's good stuff. It is good. I don't know about eating a whole spoonful all at once. That's a bit much, but I am going to try some on some chicken here in a little bit. Zero, rub it on the spider bite. Yeah, that might win the race. Maybe. Guess on my horse apple? That's what they're called? Yeah, I've never seen these hedge balls before. Hair juicer talks about them like they're just normal. Guess hair juicer sent Jeff a box of balls. Yeah, he did. I know, and then he didn't come over here and watch it. What's up, Tom Tom? Happy freedom. Woke up from a nap. I hope your nap was fantastic. Told the care, winner, chicken dinner. That's right. Thank you for letting me know, Metal Mouth. Yeah, we'll figure it out in a second. Jay Tyler, well, there's no opening. That's the thing. Otherwise, I would have just done peroxide in the spider bite and it would have been over with by now. But there's no opening. Thanks for being here, Beck Frank. Much love to you too. Be safe out there. Oh, I will try butterfly. Thank you. Kea, rabbits do that? They get in your way? Rabbits are going to be the new currency. My feed. We are Charlie Kirk. That's right. God, TPUSA sells Master Debater shirts too. That's hilarious. Holy. I love that. He's like, I'm sorry, ma'am. I was master debating again. Mm-hmm. Done that hot ketchup has turned you into Little Richard. Is smoking me. It's still hot. Kay, you just ordered some hot sauce on Amazon. That's awesome. They do have it at Walmart. I've gotten, I don't know if I've gotten that one specifically, this ghost pepper one, but I have got a couple of the other ones at Walmart, and they're pretty good. Good stuff. Hooligans Island ghost. The ghost kind of grabbed Jeff by the boo-boo. It did. It grabbed me like it was Trump. I wasn't ready for it. Hooligans Island, let's see that O face. Yeah, it was an O face, all right. Patriot Dad, they rot also. These hedge balls do. I figured they are a plant of some sort. I gotta Google it because I don't know a whole lot about them. Jay, tell I'd stick a needle in it and try that way. I mean, at this point, I don't think I'm doing myself any favors. It's not, I don't know. I'm already on antibiotics. I spent $45 on them. Might as well just take the damn antibiotics. Thanks for being here, Matt Rogers. Enjoy the rest of your day. And thank you so much for sending me that in the mail. I appreciate it. Kea, I want to try it because I saw you try it. Well, you got to make a video and post it, Kea. We want to watch you try it. It's going to be nothing for her. She's going to be like, Jeff's a sissy. That's what she's going to say. Plukes or ketchup on chicken? Well, it tastes like barbecue sauce. So, I don't know. I mean, yeah, technically it's ketchup, but it tastes like barbecue sauce to me. Crazy Times, you've never heard of a hedge ball? What do you mean? You ain't never heard of that? Come on, man. No. I've never heard of it either. I don't know. All I know is it's supposed to be a natural, like a anti-bug, whatever, like bug repellent of some sort. Cosmic Squirrel in indigestion for a week now? Yeah, probably. Jones, they keep away spiders? I hope so. Agent O spoon-fed. Mm-hmm. Terry, Charlie Kirk's wife's the new CEO of Turning Point. Yeah, I saw that. All right, hooligans. It is that time once again. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we did the thing. That means it is time to raid out over on Rumble. Let's see who's live. Let's see, it's Wednesday today. Toasty's live. Cat Dog's live. Handy News is live. Who did we raid yesterday? Frag. No, it wasn't Frag. Was it Wilkie? I think it was Wilkie we raided yesterday. Let's see. What's Toasty doing? Toasty was doing a premium live yesterday, but it doesn't seem it's premium today. I think they're still on their intro though. Handy News is up and running. They've been live for 12 minutes. We could go ahead and raid them. Why not? Let me see what Cat Dog's doing. Cat Dog's been up for 26 minutes. Oh yeah, he's playing that Dying Light. All right, well we'll do Handy News today. 'Cause I don't know if we got them last week, so we need to do that this week. We're gonna raid Handy News here. Don't forget to hit that like button as soon as you land, you hooligans. Let's get this raid rolling.
Saying they are coming. So, Jeff Mack is raiding the stream. Right on, guys. We're getting a raid. Right on. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, Jeff Mack. Good to see you, friend, and all of the hooligans out there. Happy freedom. Good to see y'all. All right. So, yes, they are reporting on every major news station about the charges coming. Also grabbed. I'm going to talk about this one, because this is huge.
Fantastic raid, you hooligans. Good stuff. All right, we're going to read through really quick, but we are wrapping this up. We'll be live again tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time, for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Oh, I appreciate you, Tom. Thank you. Zero, these hedge balls come from a tree? Interesting. I've definitely never seen a hedge ball tree. Or what is it called? An Asaga orange tree? I've never heard of that. Goth. I googled horse apple and it says it doesn't repel spiders. It wasn't even asking it. Google is listening. Yeah, I seen that when I looked it up. It says that people believe that it's like anti-pests, but there's no science that proves it. So, I don't know. It's not going to hurt me to give it a try. Appreciate you being with us, Plastic Quack. Booze of Flames, Jeff will put them around him when he sleeps. I know, I need to. That's right, Metal Mouth. Play ball. Done. I always called them hedge apples. I don't know what the correct term is. Hair Juicer just kept referring to them as hedge balls, and so that's just the label I've stuck with. Did you hear Google remind me? I need to put my vegetables in my chicken. in my slow cooker. I'm so excited about dinner. So excited. Hey, thanks for being here, Terry. Enjoy the rest of your day. What's up, Cheeky Chops? Happy freedom to you. Hey, thank you, Christine. Appreciate you being with us. All right, hooligans. Like I said, we are wrapping this up. But we will be live again tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time, for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. I really appreciate all of you guys being here. Thank you for helping me cover the news. And thank you for helping me make the news suck a little less. Really appreciate all of you guys. Go enjoy the rest of your day. Go find yourself some good food. I am going to try and do the same. But please be safe out there. I don't ever want to have to cover you hooligans in the news. So go be safe and make your way back to us tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time, for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans. And I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support. And I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.